Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So Utah State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he
see if we can get back in the win column. Losing our first game. I want to follow our top 10. Blast him.
Just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Holden finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun to give to the back. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
There it is.
Runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. They had a good one there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ellis. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll return it from the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Runs through the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Lining up to... more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Trying to move them on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
He's looking to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Tight end now in motion. They're trying to slam it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go jumbo package. 3 tight end set on 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. They'll try the counter. There he goes. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass in the next snap.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Broussard. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, it'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
No, that's a pick 6.
Way to set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Running into the open space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got a little space. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Ellis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. How about this
big hit.
sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he had
he dropped that.
But it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
To throw, it's Van Buren. Under fire.
Oh.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third down, he drops the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They're setting up the screen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Where's he going?
A chance, incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and get...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Now the play fake. Under fire. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll immediately call timeout. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the Heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Got a man. It's Durham. That's about as close as you can get to that marker. It will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And the Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now. And if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback, because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark. And you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Pushes ahead, and they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Thompson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Broussard. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's got it on the move, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but it's just...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or 2 guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets 1st down.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Boom. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick?
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? Or we'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they failed to hook up on 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap.
There he goes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the 1st down.
They go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a gap. It's Crawford. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Caught in the backfield, it's Maddox. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Crawford. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Bears the pressure. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He breaks the tackle. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmys.